Okay, so here are the great middle school years. So my first slide is about my family, and mostly in middle school, junior high, whatever, they were just kind of a good support system, and obviously I am really close with my brothers, and that kind of started in junior high just because for my older brother we were older and just able to develop a better relationship. And actually, when I was in 7th grade, my older brother Tyler got bit by a spider, and he had a brain virus and was in a coma, and we almost lost him. So that definitely was a bigger deal for him, obviously, but it brought us closer together because it kind of made all of us siblings realize what we could lose and that we should make our relationship better. And I've also always been really close with my grandparents, and my grandpa died when I was in high school, so junior high we were really close, and they're actually the only grandparents that I really knew because my dad's died when I was younger, so them and my parents were always my biggest supporters at every chorus concert and dance recital and basketball game and everything. They were just always there. So my next slide is about sports. Up until 8th grade, I basically played every sport that I could because we were just a very sports-oriented family. So I played volleyball for a few years at the YMCA, and I played basketball for 5 years from 4th grade through 8th, and this was actually at a basketball camp where I was the only girl in my age group, so that kind of helped me because I had to fight to prove how good I was, so that was like a really beneficial experience for me. And then I played softball for a few years. I was really bad at it, but I danced for 13, and I was a cheerleader for 9 years. And this picture is actually in 8th grade when I tried out for high school cheerleading and I became captain of the freshman squad. All of these really helped me in different ways, like teamwork and hard work and everything, but I ended up, after 10th grade, I didn't do any of them anymore. Mostly because for some of them I just wasn't good enough, and cheerleading I quit because I couldn't deal with mean girls and everything, but all of them definitely, I'm glad I had the experience of all of them. Aside from sports, I also did a lot of other activities. This is my science teacher, actually the one I wrote my thank you letter to. I did this thing called PJS, which was the Pennsylvania Junior Academy of Science, and he was my advisor. So I did that for 2 years, I think, in junior high, and obviously he really helped me because I wrote my thank you letter to him. And I also volunteered as a cheerleading coach starting in junior high all the way up through high school, and that was one of my favorite activities to do. And when I wasn't really sure I wanted to be a teacher until probably 9th or 10th grade, I think, so this is an experience that definitely pushed me towards that, working with young kids and giving me that experience, so that I really miss doing it, but it really helped me decide on what I should do. And then these two pictures, I was a Girl Scout for 13 years, from kindergarten up through high school, getting the highest award and everything. So Girl Scouts was a big part of my life, especially in junior high, because that's when we did a lot of our stuff. Like, we went to DC and saw shows in Pittsburgh and everything. Just a lot of great experiences that I am glad I had. So just some other things. Summer before 6th grade, I started going to a church camp called Pine Springs with my friend Shelby, and it's my favorite place in the world. I just love it so much, and it's a big reason that I have such a great faith now because it just helped me build that and build relationships with people that I'm still friends with, and it was just a great experience and something I'm glad I had younger than a lot of people get to have that experience. This picture, just because we were talking about today, was from my first middle school dance, and I don't really remember anything about the dance. I just remember my mom making a huge deal out of it because it was my first dance. So I got my hair done and got to pick my dress and everything, so I thought that was something important to put up here just because it was like my first big middle school experience. And this one, these are my neighbors who we grew up together. They moved away when we were in high school, but we had the greatest relationship with them, always hanging out with each other, and they are basically just more siblings. So they played a big part in my childhood and middle school because we were always together and just making great memories and having amazing experiences. And that was basically my middle school years summed up.